Hello, everybody, and welcome to Project Healthy Wealth's Super Saturday presentation. Now, I'm doing this on a regular video as well as Facebook Live. That way, we've got both bases covered. And I am out of rural Montana, so we have some internet issues that may or may not happen from a rural town with the strongest internet capability that we have to offer. What I am going to share with you today is some truth. And if you follow the most followed leader on the planet to ever exist, his name is Jesus Christ. He says the truth will set you free. So if you're open to learning the fundamentals of success in home business, you're going to really enjoy today's Project Healthy Wealth Home Business Success Super Saturday training. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump a lot of truth on you. I'm going to show you exactly what it takes to really position yourself into a spot where you can produce the money with your actions. But there's certain details in this career field that if you don't grasp, you will spin your wheels countlessly and never accomplish anything. So today, we're going to learn how to avoid that. Today, we're going to learn how to position ourselves to have victory and profit in home business. Let's get to the bottom line here. We never join a business to produce profits with just to be part of a warm and fuzzy culture that makes you feel good. The whole bottom line of business is to make money. So if you're interested in the truth behind how to make the money, rather than the hype of being part of a feel-good culture of a bunch of people that are seven-figure earners, and if you hang with seven-figure earners, you'll become one, there's a lot of truth to that. But did you know, if you didn't have any seven-figure earners to hang around with, that you can embrace the truth that they run with and become one just like them too? And that's what's hidden from the masses today. So we're going to show you how that can become a reality in your life if you're willing to embrace the proper discipline on a daily basis to position yourself for ultimate profits and an ultimate way to serve people. Remember, Jesus Christ teaches us if we want to have the most, we have to serve the most. So ask yourself this question. If you're running with something for nothing, where are you serving? If you're promising something that only 2 out of 10,000 people have a chance to accomplish, how are you helping? Okay, so let's get on to some truth here. Let's understand that success leaves clues, and when you follow the clues to success, it's really impossible to miss the boat. It's just going to take some discipline. It's going to take some effort, and it's going to take some understanding. See, if we don't know why we do what we do, we have a hard time believing in what we do. If you don't believe in what you do, it's 100% proof that you will not succeed at what you're doing. So a lot of times you hear big speakers talk about your why, and they get mad. Oh, you're going to talk to me about my why? Oh, I'm so tired of hearing about my why. Why can't you tell me how to make the money? Okay? So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to make the money. I'm going to show you why the why is the most important piece to the puzzle, and I'm going to show you how you can embrace the power of communication to make the difference in life that counts the most. Like I said, you won't always like what you hear from me, but what you hear from me will always be the truth. So let's dive in. I've got 10 points I'm going to cover on this Super Saturday training that will allow you to make a difference in life where it counts the most. Okay? So we're going to stop and look at a parable that's in the Bible. Now, if you don't believe in the Bible and you don't believe in Jesus Christ, that doesn't mean you got to stop this training right now. You have to recognize that is the most sold success manual on the planet. The principles in it have created more success than anywhere else on the planet. So if you don't believe in it, look at the track record it has and take the positive attributes out of that, and you can apply them to your daily life, okay? So it's not a religion that I'm sharing with you here. It's just facts that have been taught by the oldest, most followed success manual on the planet. So when you have the truth to run with, there's no shame in sharing it with other people, okay? So let's take a look here. There's a parable that Jesus Christ teaches about the field with the pearl in it. And it goes to the extent that if you found a field that had the most valuable pearl in it, that would take care of you, not only for your lifetime, but for your family's lifetime, for generations to come, that pearl being eternal life. What would you do if you came across that field and recognized that that field was for sale? According to Jesus Christ, you would sell everything you have and keep it a secret, and then go purchase that field because it has the pearl to eternal life in it. So I want you to recognize that there is some sacrifice on your part that has to be made for your success, and the sacrifice is called daily discipline. You have to break your comfort zone to get to the next level. And if you're not willing to break your comfort zone, you can't be the seed that's growing through the dirt, enduring the storms of life that everybody has to face, so that seed can become a sapling that then becomes a tree that then produces fruit. You need to understand the storms of life are going to happen to each and every one of us, no matter what happens. So if we can recognize how to tap into that field that has the ultimate pearl, we can know that we're making the right decisions to lead in the right direction, can't we? So if we try to lead with a lie, by trying to convince somebody they can start a business for free, do next to no work at all, and become successful, we have to recognize that is a pit to failure, not a pit to success. Okay? Entrepreneurship takes time, effort, money, and commitment to make it happen. So when you can share the truth instead of a lie, the motivation that you have will create some stability in your life. You need to recognize that. So you look at the field of eternal life, the pearl. Where is that at? Well, if we're talking about securing ourselves financially, we have to look at how is money done. If we look at time for dollars, hourly pay, or a job, and we look at that as security, we're in the wrong spot. It doesn't mean that a job or time for dollars is the wrong path. That is the path that's the beginning to entrepreneurship, where we can take the money that we've traded times for dollars with and invest that into a better path than a job. Why? Because we recognize the field with the pearl in it is entrepreneurship, not a job. But I'm not saying to go quit your job. I'm saying your job is what allows you the seed money to put in to entrepreneurship. And you have to overcome your comfort zone to make that happen. But if you understand the process that you're trying to take to create the success that you want to make, it makes a path very clear for you to see where you need to go. And when you know where you're going with confidence, it's impossible to not be excited about the journey. And here we're excited to take a journey to help people and make a difference with what we do and enjoy the pay for it. That's the whole idea of our brand, Project Healthy Wealth. Okay? So we understand where the field is. The next thing we have to do is look at number 2, or B in this outline. Belief in what is true always outweighs the risk of selling. Okay? All you have to invest into that truth. If you really understood that that pearl's in that field, you have no problem getting rid of everything you own to purchase that field, okay? You have no problem showing your confidence in a proven path. So if we look at the proof in the pudding, let's do that. 90% of America's wealth is held by 3% of its population. Folks, those 3% are all entrepreneurs. They are not employees. They understood the vision of the field with the great pearl of entrepreneurship in it, so they could create an income stream that they could hand down their families for generations to come, so that when they pass away, that income stream don't stop. When you recognize that you could never do that as an employee with a job, it kind of gives you a clue to understand how to pursue the security that's your heart's desire. Okay, so do you believe in what you're doing? Because number 3, your C here, your actions will follow your beliefs every single time. If you do not believe in the actions that you're taking, the actions you're taking are worthless, because you're putting off an aura to people with your body language and the tones of your voice that show them that you have no idea where you're going and you're terrified. Now, will somebody follow somebody that has no idea where they're going and that's terrified? Absolutely not. So if you do not believe in the actions that you're taking, it is certain that you will fail. So you have to recognize, where do I want to put my actions? Well, let's first get some belief in the actions that we're going to take by recognizing the truth that's in the path that'll set us free, because we understand when we run with the truth, it will set us free no matter who we are, no matter how many hours we got in the day, no matter what our background story is. So hopefully I'm kind of hitting you from the heart here and showing you a little different path than the hype that we see in this industry that hurts people more than helps people. Okay? So number D, or letter D, I should say, if you do not sow seeds, a harvest is impossible, okay? So you can't sign up for a business and become a member with a company and not connect with other people and bring them on board to make a purchase so you can get paid. If you don't want to do those kind of things, you're never going to see a harvest, because you're not planting seeds. There's no such thing as money behind a link posted on the internet without communication taking place to see how the problem that's being faced is being solved. I don't care who you are, what your background is, how much money you've made, or where you come from. The truth is what it is, and when you identify how to run with the truth over the hype that's in the industry, you will see a career that will pay you like clockwork over and over again, that will take care of your family for generations to come. You just have to have the courage to recognize that in the path where we want to go, there's going to be some adversity along the way. And that through every adversity that we face as an entrepreneur comes with it the seed to a greater or equal benefit, if we'll just be persistent and consistent with the belief level and the truth that we run with. Now, if you're not running with the truth, you can't make this work. So you got to ask yourself, are the people leading you leading with truth, or are they leading with hype? And if they're leading with hype, you better follow some people that are leading with truth, because the truth always sets you free. So, number E, business has operation expenses. I don't care who you are, how much success you've had, if your family depends on money coming in to support it, and that's the kind of money that's there, you need to recognize in entrepreneurship, every business that produces sustaining income has actions to profits that have to be done. In other words, we're going to plant some seeds. We're going to weed out the garden. We're going to water the crops. We're going to make sure they're taken care of. And if we don't do those actions, the money cannot take place. So if you're really believing in your heart of hearts that you can enter into entrepreneurship that has monthly operation expenses and create success on no monthly operation expenses, you're believing a lie. And the only way you're going to go from there is through failure. So you need to understand these basic fundamentals before you can enjoy the major blessings of that harvest that we all sow the seeds for daily to accomplish. So how do we do that? Well, it's quite simple. There's closing deals, which will make you money, but can cut your throat, or there's communication with people to help them solve a need that they're facing. And that, my friends, will create for you legacy income that you can hand down your family for generations to come. Everybody likes to solve a problem. So when you listen to the person that you're prospecting and let them tell their story, they're going to identify some problems in their life. As you recognize those problems, you clarify that that's a problem. Hey, based on what you're saying to me, I recognize that you have a problem with too much pain in your body, not enough energy throughout the day. You would like to see some better sleep at night. You would like to see more money in your monthly or weekly budget. You actually have a desire to make a difference and a feeling to belong, like you are fulfilling your purpose in life. These are the 5 major needs in every human being's life, no matter who you are or where you come from. And when you can recognize that your entrepreneurial path has a solution to fit one or all of those needs, you can have complete confidence in the process of sowing the seeds, maintaining the plant so it can produce fruit, okay? So you want to stop and think about that. We're prospecting for business means we're listening for the problem where the people have their needs. As we identify the problem, so you said that you would like to see some more money in your monthly budget, and you're not afraid to work for that success. Is that correct? Absolutely. Great. If I could show you a path where we can solve that problem for you, rather than try to cram a business you know nothing about down your throat, would that make more sense than some hypothetical approach? You would appreciate that, wouldn't you? Oh, absolutely. Great. Would 4 o'clock this afternoon or 7 o'clock tonight be a great way for you to see a solution that's proven to the very problem that you're facing? Folks, where can you go wrong with that kind of honesty? You can't. You just haven't enough confidence to lead the way because you know where you're going. When you look at Project Healthy Wealth, we have everything in our brand that will allow you to serve these 5 basic needs. Less pain in life, more energy throughout the day, more sleep at night, more money in your daily actions, and the desire to make a difference and feel like you're fulfilling a purpose in life where you belong, which is the strongest human desire that exists in the world. So when you belong to the truth instead of a hypothetical story that only 2 out of 10,000 people can accomplish, you are positioning yourself to where your belief level is solid. And when they see that you believe in what you're doing and that you know exactly where you're going, and more importantly, that you've recognized where their point A is and that you can help them hit point B, and the odds of accomplishing that are a lot better than the 2 out of 10,000 hypothetical hype stories that are out there in the industry today. When they see that you have that path, you can't stop them from following you down it. It's just a matter of, are you willing to communicate with people to help them meet the needs that they have, but also love them enough to share reality with them? Hey, I would love to tell you that we could make your dreams come true with no effort, no money, but that's not what entrepreneurship is about. Entrepreneurship is business. It means it costs money to operate a business every month. There's actions to profits that have to take place for the profits to exist, and those actions to profits cost money to practice, and the profits that come in outproduce the money of the cost of doing those actions. That is real entrepreneurship. It has been that way from day one. It'll be that way through eternity. So you got to ask yourself this question. Are you willing to grab these fundamental basics and understand how to schedule some real actions to profits on a professional level to create the professional success that you deserve? Or do you want to follow the path where you have to sort through 9,998 people to get lucky enough to find 2 people that will run with the path, whether you run with it or not? Okay? That's the difference between hype and truth. When you have the truth and you believe in the actions that you're taking, your actions always follow your beliefs, no matter who you are or where you come from. So when you have a confidence about the way that you can serve people's needs, you're not afraid to let them know that, yeah, I have a solution to that problem, but in order to get that solution, we're going to have to go through a zone in life that is not so comfortable at first, kind of like tying your shoes. And then once you've done it over and over and over again, it's no longer an uncomfortable thing. It's a blessing to our life. And we enjoy the process. But we first have to be a little uncomfortable to practice a process that we're not used to practicing until it becomes comfortable and natural to us. So I hope that today's training with Project Healthy Wealth has really opened your eyes to what it's going to take to really position yourself to the success that you deserve. And if everything's making sense to you here, and you're not part of our team, I invite you to investigate who we are. Enter your information into our page, solutionswillprofit.com. Enter your email address and phone number. I will be in touch with you before the end of the week, and I'll ask you some questions about you. That's real important for me to understand, and we will see if we can wrap a game plan based on what you can do to accomplish the success that you deserve, rather than a butt-kissing game plan that is destined to fail for 9,998 people and only succeed for 2. There's a major difference between hype and hope and truth and facts. We invite you to come look at the process of truth and facts. May God bless you beyond your imagination this year. Congratulations for taking the time to see a path that is real. I really encourage you, come join us. It's time for your success.